masters of speed. This is Formula One.
Yo guys, how's it going? It's Jackmaster Flash. This is Suzuka Japan. This is another wet race setup video. I'm trying something a little different. Let's get into it. So, here we go. 5 red lights. They're out. Let's go. Remember, it's not about the race result today. It's about what the setup can do and hopefully what I can show you it can do. It's a high downforce setup and purely because I'm going to try and sneak. No, I can't. Just purely because of sectors 1, 2. You need high downforce in the wet regardless of whatever circuit it is. And with this circuit, it's no different. It really isn't. Yes, there are parts of the circuit that it's going to punish you for having that high downforce, but hopefully not too much. And remember, you're not these setups are not for racing against AI as such, but humans in race trim. And whilst you can race against the AI are so broken in the wet. It's very rare that you can actually put off a victory, like a good hard proper victory, unless you race at places like Belgium, Singapore, that I have no doubt you've seen. There's some circuits that the AI are broken, and there's some circuits that they cannot race around. Baku being one of them. Baku is kind of the anti circuit for the AI. But like I said, I've said it many times before, I would rather have more downforce than not need it, than not enough downforce and not have it. You can really push through sector 1 until you get to this corner. The AI just ignore this corner, they're flat. Obviously we as humans can't go flat, as we would be off in the hedge, and we really would. And if you don't believe me, go and try it. And that's obviously for people not using traction control. So another thing the AI like to do as well is they like to burn all their ERS on lap 1 and then the last lap of the race. Like I said, it's really difficult to overtake here anyway. I mean, if you stuck your car in the middle of the circuit, it's extremely difficult to pass. Probably the only way you're going to get Perez at a moment. I said the only way you're going to get overtaking done is into turn 1 and probably into the last chicane, possibly the hairpin as well, because they seem to have difficulty navigating that correctly. It's where I'm going to try and get as close as I can to Perez and get him into that hairpin. You have to remember what I said though. Easier said than done, because it doesn't seem to affect them like it affects us humans. That is, they brake a lot later for it than we do. Well, they brake a lot earlier for the hairpin than we do, I should say. So that mistake is going to cost me. Sonoda's right on my tail, and Perez has now been able to go off into the distance. Might be able to catch him. Highly unlikely now though. And that's what happens, and that's, you know, how easy it is to make a mistake. Mistakes in F1 against racing against difficult AI, you know, they are punishable, and you never get that time back unless, of course, they make a mistake. And the fact now that I'm running out of battery, try to catch them up. Although I did post a purple set of 3, which is but we are only human. We do make mistakes. Mistakes are inevitable. And Perez made a mistake as well. Might give me the opportunity that I need. Purple set to 1. See if we can take this hairpin without making a mistake again. Took it a lot smoother that time. Hit some battery. Might even send a dive bomb on Perez in the chicane. We'll see yet. As he makes another mistake. Perez is under pressure. Let's go. Purple set to 2. Too far back to launch the bombs. So, as you can see, dropped to 40.6. That's not a bad lap at all. Not a bad lap at all. You know, if I was in a competitive race and was able to drop a 40.6 in the wet, I'd be pretty happy with that. Obviously the AI now are starting to get away because they're burning all their battery as well. And if I hadn't made that mistake, I probably would have been able to take Perez. But we're only human, right? And like I said, it's about learning from mistakes and about going again. But like I said, I love driving this circuit. I hope this setup helps. I would love to hear from you down in the comments below. Remember to do all that good stuff, like hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I'm always here in the comments, so if you ever have any setup questions or whatnot, feel free to leave a comment and ask. And I will do my very best to get you a working setup.
Here at Suzuka, a brilliant win on the beloved figure of 8 circuit. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win? Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet. And what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack, have Sainz would be my first choice for this race. He had excellent race stamina, giving him the opportunity to charge through the ranks.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So yeah, this is the setup I've gone with. This is the reason why I've gone with it. Obviously gone for kind of like Monaco style downforce, and that's simply because of sector 1 and sector 1 alone. Yes, it's a trade-off between the straight speed in a straight line over downforce, but the S section in sector 1 is so unforgiving that in wet weather you need something like this to get you through it. Obviously on the transmission, pretty much standard. I've gone for, obviously if you take 50 it'd be in obviously 0, 75 at the middle, 100 at the top. Always in between 50 and 75, obviously start to middle. If you guys like the full hit of power exactly straight away, go for it. Change it to 100 and be on you. Again, it's how you interpret and how you want your car to feel. Remember, setups are just a guide. Again, pretty standard, right, left. It's what everybody seems to be going with. So obviously, when you drill down into it, you can set the front toe and the rear toe for yourselves. This is how I like to drive. I like to drive like this. But again, as I said, setups are guides. You forge your own path. Again, suspension, gone for 6.2, 7.2, 5.6. The reason why I've gone with 5.6 at the ride height is because of one curb in particular, and you'll see, you would have seen me talking about that prior to this. Then obviously the anti-roll bar. I like a stiff front anti-roll bar, but that's just me. It's just my style of driving. Again, you change it, forge your path. And then I see suspension. I prefer my suspension not to, or my car not to lunge forward into corners. So it's just basically how I like to drive. Again, brakes, said it before, many videos prior. I run ABS, unfortunately, until I get a new wheel, and then I will be back to 0 assists. Then tyre pressure. 22 in the front, or 22.5 in the front, and then 21 in the rear, which is what this setup is set up for me. This is a guide for you. You gotta find your own way. So that has been the Japan setup. Hope it helps you guys. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. Would really love to hear from you. Remember to do all that good stuff, like hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Catch you in the next one. Peace.